Welcome to our history file related to our Bishop Strawn project. This was a 15-year-old home that underwent significant structural and design changes, resulting in a truly dramatic transformation. The entry of this home was dated well beyond the years of the home from both a design and functional perspective. The entry had a solid front door reducing light transference and two hall closets on either side that had a hall within them before you actually reached the closet area, resulting in poor utilization of floor space, dramatically reducing their storage capability. The entry lacked warmth and character, and lack of inadequate lighting also negatively impacted the space. The extensive utilization of builder-grade tiles placed on a 90-degree grid pattern visually closed in the space as well. The entry into the living room was on the left side, the staircase in the middle, and the laundry and powder room on the right. As such, all four areas tended to be very visible and key in creating that first impression on entry into the home. The living room and dining room were a long, narrow combined space and lacked both natural and accent lighting. The main staircase was totally cut off from the living room, which represented a significant redesign opportunity. The laundry room was almost a story and a half in height and largely did not utilize any of the available wall space, significantly losing key storage area. The placement of the original upper cabinets made the space awkward and very confined. The placement of the door transitioning into the garage from the house required the washer and dryer to be separated, impacting the functionality of this room. The powder room was very small and offered no storage capabilities and placed the toilet directly in the entrance of the room. Once again, from a design and application perspective, not the best application for a formal powder room. The staircase had been recently resurfaced to try and enhance the feel of the home, but fell short in not addressing a reoccurring structural design challenge that went much deeper than a resurfacing application. Most of the home's functional areas were largely closed and segregated, resulting in dark areas, very defined areas that were difficult to utilize. The existing staircase closed off the entire basement of the home and largely closed off the second story and main level, and also the view directly into the living room, which offered a significant design enhancement opportunity. This lack of openness on the main staircase made the basement a very uninviting space and translated it to largely not being used. The transition off the main and second story from the staircase resulted in further design challenges. The home was designed as a 4-bedroom home, but the fourth bedroom had significant limitations in even supporting the smallest bed. There were two closets on both the left and right side, making any furniture placement virtually impossible. This fourth bedroom blocked any natural light coming in on the second-story landing, further detracting from the space and negatively impacting resale value and positioning this room as having any real usable functionality. The family room was likely the most inviting room in the home at time of redesign, but still had significant application and design limitations. The opening into the room was via a single hallway that resulted in the room being very narrow and closed in. The only window in the room was under-provisioned for the size of the space and offered a key opportunity for a bay window application that would dramatically open the space and offer additional casual sitting. The original focus was on the kitchen that was undersized for the home. The builder-grade cabinetry tended to date the home, actually making it feel much older than it actually was. The kitchen was in addition under-provisioned in cabinetry both from a storage perspective and display capabilities. The extensive use of bulkheads further closed in the space and lost valuable storage and display area. Lack of lighting also negatively impacted the feel and usability of the space. The rear garden doors were the conventional sliders which did not enhance the space and were only once again framed with extensive bulkheads above, further defining and closing in what was already a small space. From a functional standpoint, the kitchen offered very limited preparation area, counter space, and was largely cut off from the remainder of the home, specifically the dining room and family room, with two load-bearing walls running down both sides of the kitchen. These structural elements, walls, tended to close in the space, reducing light transference, and made the kitchen not directly accessible, significantly reducing the functionality of the neighboring rooms. We encourage you to explore further by watching the home being redesigned and rebuilt under our virtual tour section of this DVD. Thank you for visiting Lifestyles by Behrens.